Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to be doing week 13 of our A to Z times 2 series, and we are going to be doing mixed media. So I haven't dabbled a lot in this, and also I haven't practiced anything for this video, so I thought maybe as I'm doing something I'll show it to you. I know yesterday I watched a very nice mixed media video by Shanuki. I think it's Shanuki Art, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's Shanuki. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it right, but she did an absolutely gorgeous mixed media piece. Also, I might be using a bit of different supplies and stuff like that, so also gives you an idea. Let's see what we can create with different types of supplies. The other thing is that I'm going to try to make this piece so that it provides either some background or some some way, that I can add to it, whether it's for clusters or whatever, to be able to do a some ephemera for my Bustling Bees Junk Journal kit. So let's start. As I mentioned, I have no cooking clue what I'm going to be doing, so I'm just gonna take it as it goes. And I might speed up the video at some parts and stuff like that, simply because with mixed media and the technique, it is quite a long process. So my idea is not to take you through the entire thing, but just give you snippets of the process. So the video could seem a little random. I'm hoping not, but just in case, then you understand why I'm doing that. So what I did is I literally went to my junk folder right now, see, and I picked these pieces. I picked some pieces that I thought might lend itself to the colors I'm going to be using in my Bustling Bee kit. And I think I mentioned that the kit is going to be well, not the kit, but rather the journal. I want it a little bit grungy, so I think it's a good place for me to start. I like grunge, but I don't have a lot of experience in it, so I can always learn from everybody else. So yeah, I just got these pieces over here. You can see they're absolute junk. This is a McDonald's brown paper. Some just books, and I actually did not cut out anything. I did not print out anything. I'm literally going to see what I can create from just pulling out stuff from my little container that holds the printed items in it. Like, all these are printed in some way or the other. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be adding it to this is 170 GSM cardboard, because I said I want it to be a base. And yeah, let's see what we get out of it. I have no idea. This is going to be fun. That's all I can say. So let's get to it. And yeah, you're going to see a bit of mess. Let's see if I can try and keep it to one side. Can't promise anything, but let's see. Just want to see if I can keep it to one side. Okay, so let's get started. And then we'll add to it. So if it's successful, then you might see me using it in my junk journal. If it's not, well, you won't see it. So I hope you're all well. This video is airing a bit late. The reason being is that for some reason or the other, I could not, I just couldn't get it sorted yesterday. So hopefully it will hit you today, Monday. And I know it's actually 1 week later, but please forgive me for that. I had my mum coming over to me from a different province. You know how that goes. And to get her settled in and stuff like that took some time. So that is the reason. And she came quite late yesterday afternoon. So that's one of the reasons why I'm taking, I couldn't get that sorted. Excuses. We all have our excuses. So if you were looking forward to this video on normal Sunday, I do apologize, but nevertheless it's here now. So I'm just doing some collage work over here, and I'm adding some book paper. I don't know, whatever we get, we're going to add it, right? There is absolutely no rhyme or reason in this. I am definitely not a mixed media artist. I am not experienced in mixed media, to be very honest with you. So, and I probably don't have the techniques right or whatever, but I think that is the reason why I'm bringing it to you, because sometimes I believe that we don't need to master everything, because in time you'll get better at it, like how I will get better at it. But I think where I'm going with this is that we mustn't let it stop us from doing something simply because we don't have experience in it, because how else are we going to gain that experience if we don't what's the word, experiment, you know? So that's why, in a way, I like you to watch, because it will show you that someone that's obviously not good at, not an artist, not experienced in this, could come up with something. I'm not saying it's going to be great, I have no idea, but could come up with something that works. Yeah, so just want to welcome my subscribers, and I'm just going to pull this a little bit more down, because look, that edge over here is showing. Maybe not. Maybe not. Doesn't want to work, so let's add that there. Wow. And also, what I wanted to tell you is that not every piece that you add is going to be perfect. You're going to rework it at times. You're going to do a lot of things. That's what I love about mixed media, is that you get to, if you don't like how it looks, you get to change it up. And I think junk journaling is actually that. It's about giving yourself that space and that freedom and that permission to do whatever you want to do. Let's try this. Let's try this. So the edges are definitely straight on this, and you turn it around. So that was, I think, that McDonald's paper, if I'm not mistaken. See? And let's put it here. Yeah, that color works a bit too much with that one. So let's put that there. Okay, and they are there's different weights of paper here. You can see some are dictionary weight, and then some are something else. Let's add that there. So I hope you had a good weekend. We are now in here in South Africa, Monday afternoon. And just playing around. Look, that's some stamp stuff. Why not add it, right? You know, when you are doing the what's that? What do you call it? Blending your edges with your blending ink, distress ink, and stuff like that. Not very neat, I might add. Okay, so that is the first layer done. What I'm going to do now is that I am going to dry this first layer, and then I'm going to come back to you. Okay. Oh, and then I'm going to just neaten up the edges and come back to you. Okay, so I am back and I have dried this reasonably well. I won't say that it is absolutely fully dry, but it's okay. It's gonna work. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to add some stuff on it. I don't know. Let's just play. So this is paper that I designed in yellow, and I got it in this brownish and the black, and I think I got it in like a limeish green. So I just designed this and I'm going to be using it on my in my journal. And I think I also, well, the yellow is new, but the others I designed and I used it in my Fabulous Flowers kit. So what am I doing? It's on tissue paper, so it ain't gonna be tearing so well, you know, but that's fine. It's just better to tear it this way. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna add some of this to, yeah, unfortunately with tissue paper you don't have much control of how you tear it, so you end up wasting more, in my opinion, that way than just taking this part out here. So I'm just going to add some of this here and there and stamp and things like that. So let's see what glue we have. Okay, I'm going to use some glue. See, you don't even get a straight piece, so it's kind of annoying to use it like that. It's like so terrible, but I like the effect of it. So I'm just gonna add it here because oh no, not gonna use glue, just gonna use it like that. Let's put this glue stick away. Let's just add it where we feel we want to use it. So I hope that you are enjoying this series, you are enjoying crafting and having lots of fun doing that. Oh, so on that note about having fun, I have put together my pack for my junk journal for the bee kit. I tried to work on what I want to, you know, like my papers and stuff like that, which I promised that when I sorted that out, I was going to show that to you. So before I start, I have a few videos where I have, like, for example, you know, done some ephemera and stuff like that. But that was because I knew that I was going to be doing this Bustling Bees kit, journal, because I was designing it. So I kind of knew that I was going to go in that direction. So I've been already playing with some tags and things like that. But whatever I'm talking about, I've got videos on them. So there's nothing, unless there was a video on it, there's nothing there that is going to be, you know, like for now, there's nothing there that wasn't accompanied by a video. So tomorrow, I think it's going to be tomorrow, I am going to be doing the, I'm going to show you the setup that I have in terms of the pages and stuff like that, because I know quite a few of you have bought the kit, and you know, you can follow along with me, and sometimes we don't have the same taste. That's what makes us unique, right? But if you find that there is something that you like and you want to put it together the way I put it together, then you definitely I'm more than welcome to join. And then the other thing is that I put some freebies on my page of my Facebook group, I should say rather, which is Sunny Creates Junk Journals. I think they have bees in it, and I think they have some sunflowers in it. And I was going to put a smaller version, but then I realized if you print 2 to a page, you are going to get a smaller version of it. So I don't really need to do that. And so as I'm working through the kit, and if I find that there are pieces that I'm going to be using that are not part of the kit, then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to, if I design them for myself, then I'm just going to pop it onto the Facebook page, and you can get it off there if you're following along on the series. Remember, I specifically mentioned you don't have to buy my kit. You can use any kit that you want if you have one already bought or whatever. But if you prefer using mine, then sure. And I think, you know what will also work, if you have like a sunflower kit, I think it will work as well. So I think that's gonna work as well. So if you have a sunflower kit, I think the color scheme that we're going to be using will probably lend itself to you using it with a sunflower kit. Now I know these lines are straight over here, but as you see, we'll be adding stuff to it, so I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Just trying to figure out where we should add this. I feel like it needs to go here. Don't particularly like that there. I don't know why. Yeah, so let's do that. And then let's move on. I'm going to dry this again. And no, let's see. What else do I want to add? No, let's dry it. Let's dry it, and then let's see other layers that we need to add. So I'm going to dry this, and I'm going to get back to you. Okay, so I am back, relatively dry. I found these here. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit to add some color. These are distress markers, crayons. I literally got only 5 or 6 of them. And this is a dried marigold. So let's play around with these here and see what we get. It's the first time I'm playing around with them, so I like to see what effect I'm going to get. And I'm also going to play around with the what's the word I'm looking for is, and I think the reason why it might be going on easily is because remember that we've got like a layer of like Mod Podge around here. So you know, that could be one of the reasons why it's going on more easily. Let's try this color. Literally, I'm opening it and trying it out now only. So that is a little bit of a darker color. Not sure whether I want to use that, because now that's changing it a bit into an orange. And yeah, well, I do have orange in my kit, so I can kind of use it. Maybe let's add some of this color to it as well. Yeah. This is, as I mentioned, dried marigold here, and we can, let's take a wet wipe. Let's see with so I don't rub my fingers to the bone. No, but that's rubbing it out. No, I like it. I kind of like it. You know, sometimes you buy something and then you don't buy everything because you wonder, okay, how's it gonna work or whatever. And yeah, in fact, that red white works well. You know, it gives it that what's the word I'm looking for? That smoothness, if you can say that. Yeah, like maybe over here, like here. Now I'm gonna put this on top. Yeah, like that, or whatever the case may be. And let's add some of this maybe here. Maybe let's do that again. And maybe the wet wipe shouldn't be so wet. And add some of this over here. I think maybe your hand, yeah, so maybe just have a wet wipe around so you can dip your hand on it, I think, and move that around. Don't you love playing around like this? I think it just opens up so much of doors for your creativity to just yeah, just have fun. See how creative you actually can get with it, creating without boundaries. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, creating without boundaries. You're like so not concerned what the end result is going to be. You're giving yourself that freedom. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I have no idea. I'm just really playing around, as you can see. Just changing the color up a bit. Okay. Some here, and here. I think now I mix the colors up and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Let's see. Right, let's move on to something else now. So we've grunged it up a bit. Now let's do some stamping on it. Let's put it back in here. Let's see what we have in terms of stamps that we can use. That's that one there. Script stamp. Oh, what happened? No, it's archival. So, I'm not sure what happened. Ah, that's better. Okay, and let's add some here. Right, so we are done with that. Let's turn this over and clean it out. Yeah, the only problem with mixed media is that there's a lot of stuff you need to clean afterwards, eh? So that's the only problem, I think, with mixed media. But we'll leave it to one side and we'll get to it. I wanted to use some numbers over here. So this is the Tim Holtz one. So let's use some numbers. Right, so the next part I am going to do is, I got the stencil. If I tell you where I got it from, yeah, I think it was here in Centurion. That's where I live. I've never opened this before in my life, so I've not used it. I bought a new one, so I normally make my own paste, but I was like, let's try this, and gosh, that one there is hard as a rock. So I'll try and salvage it, but I don't know. Let's see what we got over here, because I haven't used this before. Oh, it's very grainy. Sure. I think when this is finished, I'm gonna make my own. It's terribly grainy. Not liking it. But it's here now. You can see what I mean. So very unhappy with it. Okay, so I am back, and what I have done is I have dried this a little bit. It dries pretty quickly, I must admit, you know, so that's good. But now let us add some oxides and stuff like that to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and take this here. This is wild honey. Just gonna add some of that, and it's yeah, just here and there. I'm just changing up the color a bit. Let's see what we get. Ooh, this is messy. This is messy. So, yeah, so let's just do that. Okay, and I'm gonna wipe it down. Thankfully, I've got this mat over here. All this needs to be cleaned when we are done. I like this color, so let's add a bit more of it here. Just that there's so much on this. Maybe I'm gonna use the sweet wipe in one of my creations. I'm gonna dry that now. Right, so I'm back with to use another color now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use vintage photo in oxides as well. Right, so let's see what we get. I don't know how juicy this vintage photo pad is. Oh, it is. It just needs some work. Yeah, okay, not like that one. Okay. Now I want to really change up the color of these things here. As you can see. Now I know that the last time I told you, use your your distress ink first and then your oxides, but today I'm doing it a bit differently because I'm planning to use my oxides a bit, my distress ink a bit differently. Sure, this is really grungy. Okay, so done with the distress oxide, and just going to clean it out and then dry it again. Okay, so I'm back. Most of it is dry, just those two I think that didn't get dried. So there's just two more colors I want to play with in terms of oxide, and that is going to be fossilized amber. Maybe not. See, there's a lot of yellow going on here. Maybe not. I'll think about it. So let's add some black soot rather. But I think with the black soot I'm going to do it a little differently. Right, so I'm going to take a brush, a thick watercolor brush. Yeah, so let's take a watercolor brush and let's close that. And now let's take this and add it to specific places, like the, I don't know, I've never tried this before, so it can either work or not, right? Yeah. So specifically I'm looking at adding it to these honeycomb things. Some on the yellow here. This is better, especially with this color here, and then just dab off if there's any that we can do there. Okay, and then let's do that again. Oh yeah. Now I think after this we can go in with the wild honey. This is grunging it up, okay? Really grunging it up. And it may not be for everybody, so I'm gonna try and thing that, dry it and get back to you. I'm back and I decided now I am going to use the same technique for the fossilized amber that I did for the sweaty and the black soot. What a merry mess, and I'm loving it. May not be for everybody, but I'm loving it. And then what I did, just so that you know, sorry, concentrating too hard. Okay, so what I did is that so now as I was drawing it, I was moving it around. So that's when you'll get all those, it's just like the water moving around. Okay, there we go. I don't move it too much because it looks like I didn't dry it well there and it's getting muddy. Okay, so I am back, and now what I'm going to do, yeah, it's dry. I am going to take my brush and I am going to see, right, what I'm gonna do. My gosh, goodness, ladies, gents, this is grungy. So this is vintage photo I'm using just to grunge this thing up a bit more. So okay, so I think I'm done. So what I will add to it now would be, you know, I'm going to take this page apart. I'm going to cut it here and there. And then I am going to use it as the base for some of my ephemera. So this was my take on mixed media. Yeah, so it's a bit different from, maybe a bit different from everybody else's, I'm not sure. Okay, but to me it was about using different techniques and different mediums. So not too really happy about the texture paste over here, but I guess it is what it is. And then later on what I'm going to do is that for those for the pieces, look, oh, forgive my hands, oh my goodness, for the pieces that I'm going to use, then I am going to take my bee kit, and then on the pieces I probably will emboss and then wet emboss. I don't know, we'll see what we get out of it. So you can probably expect a video where I will play around with this to make some ephemera, but this is my take on the mixed media part. I'm going to just stand up now and I'm going to show it to you. So bye everybody, have an awesome rest of the week. And as I mentioned, I'm going to come to you with the pages in terms of what the pages are going to be like and the ordering of them. And then hopefully during the course of this week as well, maybe we can play around with the sheet that we created, and we can use it for making some ephemera for our bee junk journal. And the two colors I'm possibly going to work with is yellow, no, not gunmetal, I took out the wrong one, black. Okay, I think it was black or something. Yellow and black, and there I think by Ranger. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Take care, have an awesome day, and have a blessed day, and love from me to you at Sunny Creates. Bye bye everybody.